have in store.
If Shiloh just made a noise, I don't know. He just like rolled on his side. Very interesting. Oh, this map looks like. What was that Black Ops 4 map where there was like the bus in the middle? It looks like that map.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Chat, you know what I'm talking. Chat, I'm not streaming. You know what I'm talking about. What's that map called? I don't remember. I can picture it perfectly in my head. There's like that plane or bus in the middle or something. If you play Black Ops 4, you know what I'm talking about.
This map, it is truly gorgeous. It almost feels like just a whole new level that the art team has brought to the table here on this map in particular. There's lots of cool gameplay stuff as well that I can't wait to show off. But as far as how it looks, this one's worth loading into that custom game with a good buddy and just running around and taking some time to explore.
This map does look pretty cool, though. We'll see what angles there are, though. We'll see how that turns out. Because you never know how these maps are going to play out until people actually get on it and play it. You can see where you can kill people from, where you can die from, where the lanes are, and all that stuff. So we'll see.
We'll jump in a little bit more in depth to Palace towards the end of the show. Let's take a look at some of the new shop cosmetics, though, Nick, that are going to get added into the game.
I don't care about cosmetics. What are the balance changes?
Beautiful cosmetics that are getting
Oh, you know what? Fuck, let's go.
It's going to be a heist.
I'll run that skin. Actually, maybe not. It's probably pay to lose. Look how big the head is. That's pay to lose.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool ones. This is
nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
The Daywalker fixer.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Next rogue.
This is just one additional kind of take on that.
Interesting.
Chrome Justice Mac will be the uncommon outfit added into the store here with the season.
It's a pretty nice skin.
Weapon wraps.
Nothing crazy.
It's nice. Get added into the store, and the first and foremost is going to be the orange hardware wrap bundle, where doers get.
Looks very orange. This skin looks pretty cool. Ooh, this one's whatever. The animated ones are nice.
Plenty to look forward to. A couple rare wingsuit getting added in. That's solid gold, nice and shiny for when you make your way into the battleground, and then the leopard print wingsuit getting added into the game as well. It's beautiful. You join me, and you're actually the model.
No. We're gonna get to the balance changes eventually. We will.
First one added into the game.
Is that already in the game?
This one, I don't know. If I'm getting danced on by this,
wasn't this already in the game, or was this in the PTS before?
I might be a little tilted. I'm also a big fan, though. Pretty hair of the good old finger gun dance right here towards the end. You're shooting side to side, and you're feeling good.
I will say, Rogue Company does have a really good cosmetic team. The dances, the skins, the weapon wraps, everything looks really good. I think the biggest issue with the game right now. Yeah, you already know I'm gonna annoy everybody in the world with that emote, but there's a lot of bugs right now. They just need to get fixed.
It's getting pretty cutthroat out here. Which ones are making it onto my wheel?
Yeah, I was never making it into those top 5, so that's lost on me. But I get to return the favor a little bit with the emote wheel, and then one of my favorites here with the emotes getting added to the game, the folk dance emote. This is the one I was joking with you earlier that I bet you could do in real life, and it's a shame that we're not in the studio for this one, because I probably would try to make you do it on camera. But the folk dance, that'll be your epic emote added into.
That's the epic one? I need that police siren one for sure.
Nice little touch there. You got the tambourine rattle in the background. I said that I think the hydration hustle might be the one that tilts me the most, but I think something's got to be said for the folk dance. If I'm getting danced on by that one, that one's long and it's in your face.
It is. Little apples to oranges. When you have the prop like the siren and the ambulance,
come on.
It kind of elevates it, man. It takes it out of the league a little bit. I do love all of those emotes, though, man. Those are going to be some good ones to add to the wheel.
And I know a lot of people looking forward to the balance that is going to get added into the game here in the Season 3 update. So let's take a look at some of the changes going on.
There we go. This is what we need.
Pretty hair. The buy one get one feature where you can swap between both guns is going to get added in.
This one's honestly pretty big, right? So all rogues have their 2 weapons that they kind of rock and roll with, right? And in the past, if you could switch, but it was almost a bit of a trap in gameplay, right? You had to sink money and you had to actually purchase both of those weapons if you wanted to swap between them, right? So if I spent 8,000 on my AK here or my KA-30, and then I wanted to go to the Mamba, I needed to spend another $8,000 on the Mamba to unlock it. Now, you just swap between them both kind of effortlessly. All of your upgrades transfer as well. Like, it's really, really clean.
Incendiary Grenade also receiving a bit of a change here. Redesigned to deploy a single circular patch of flame, so a bit of a difference there for any of the characters using the incendiary grenades.
Love this.
Why is that so big?
By me, I'm gonna at least credit for like wanting to do it.
Why is that? Why was that molly so big? I think the gun change is good. I think that's a really good gun change. Why is that molly so big?
It was like this sort of like
that wasn't just me, right? The stream crash.
Thing, and
that was pretty big. I can't be the only one that thinks that.
Rings wouldn't show up, so it was the like very popular kind of invisible fire bug. So we've tried to address
that was pretty big. I don't know, but that gun change is pretty cool. That's good for rogues like Ronin, that have an SMG and an AR. For rogues that have like shotgun SMG, it's like not the end of the world. It's nothing. But like, for Ronin, that's really good.
I think it's just more digestible.
Who else is a sub and an AR? I don't even know off the top of my head. But it's good for rogues like that.
This was something that I was just like, can we please do this for God, for the love of God? Right. And we had, a couple programmers got in there, VFX artists, everybody came together just to make this one come through.
Talon, that's gonna be really good for you.
Something I just really wanted to get done, and I love all the guys that kind of helped me make that happen.
And that's one of those that might seem like on paper you read this, all right, the incendiary grenade's a circle now. That's a big QOL change, it's a big quality of life change. I think that'll impact the game in a great way. So I agree with you there, Pretty Hair. That great change to the game, and I'm excited to see how it impacts all those rogues who are using the incendiary grenade. Moving on in balance, though, are the weapons upgrades that got upgraded, I guess is the way you can word this one. First off,
I feel like the Deadeye gets buffed every patch, and it's already like one of the strongest weapons in the game.
It's on, I believe, the MLX MA right now, one of the LMGs, and we're adding it to a couple of the guns. You can see
this is like, I guess it makes sense, but the gun shoots too fast.
We're adding it to the Deadeye and the Harm 30K, some of the kind of slower firing, heavier things. Harm 30K needed something, kind of make it a little more special. It's a really powerful upgrade. I won't deny that it's
this could be
the most common area you're gonna see.
It's not really going to affect competitive that much, but like if I'm playing like Dallas HRM and like a pub King of the Hill, I feel like it might help me in a decent amount of situations per game. We'll see how it goes. It's not going to be like crazy, but like it might help you get like 2 pieces a little bit easier than sometimes you wouldn't be able to get them. We'll see.
Upgrade. When you can actually hit and cleave multiple targets, it is big damn.
Yeah, that's a big if for me, I think. I got my eyes on one guy, and my aim is sometimes difficult to stray. But for people like you who are hitting 5, 6 targets, whatever it may be at any given time.
All day.
Yeah, you're hitting dingers. They call me Big Al, and I hit dingers. That's you when you load into Rogue Company. Some other changes happening to the guns are the fire rate upgrades here, Pretty Hair. So I think we got 5, 6 guns that are receiving some changes to the fire rate, starting off with a Devotion.
This is big. Fire rate
Night. Okay, Arbitrator. All shotgun buffs again.
Fire rate upgrade.
Yes, shotgun buffs.
These Devotion is probably the one that this gun is niche. It's
why we have to continue to buff shotguns over and over and over again.
It's optimal time to kill.
I just don't think we need shotguns to be viable. I understand that they suck right now.
And that's what kind of
this might be strong.
It makes it a little less niche with the fire rate because you're not getting that optimal time to kill when you're just hitting body shots with that Devotion. So having a faster
never mind. It still sucks complete. It is not good.
To hit headshots to be the best you can be, but be a little bit easier to use. Same thing with the Knight. One of the slowest firing SMGs. We're gonna play around with a fire rate upgrade there, as well as on a couple of these shotguns here.
Okay.
The Arbitrator, of course, one of them.
Yeah, it should be able to kill from that far. Perfect.
Shotgun shtick is it should both of those shotgun shells are loaded and ready to go at the exact same time. It should have one of the fastest fire.
No, the Arbitrator. Oh my lord, the Arbitrator just destroying people.
SKL6 will be getting this bad boy as well. Glitch and Chalk rock this gun right now. Shotguns as a whole are
Arbitrator meta is back. Let's go.
A little bit less
Chat is taking this really nice, as you can see.
Well, I shouldn't say less viable. I'd say more niche, right? Like they're just designed to be potent at much shorter ranges, which is just kind of part of it. It's kind
Let's get some more spam in the chat to buff the shotguns here.
Subject. How good they are. It's a knife's edge, man. You're either kind of in one edge or the other, and so we wanted to give the shotgun something. This is fire rate is an upgrade that's not available.
Kenny just tells me to stop.
give them another like fun thing that only the shotguns can do, and see if that helps them out, make them a little bit more viable. But we still want the shotguns to kind of stay viable in shotgun range. It's not super fun to kind of run around and be getting one tap. It's a third-person game as well. You know, using the camera to your advantage with a shotgun if they're too strong. It's a recipe for disaster. So shotguns are.
I'm a really good
careful with.
I'm really good influence on chat.
These fire rate upgrades on 3 of the shotguns, the Knight and the Devotion.
I think that it's a nudge in the right direction, right, for the shotguns, where they can now see maybe a little bit of increase in play in those types of scenarios, and I can't wait myself to jump in, give them a try, because I'm somewhat effective from that range, but now maybe a little bit more effective when I got the shotgun in my hands. Jump in accuracy penalty upgrades are going to get added into the game here as well. 3 of the guns will be subject to this change. Objection first and foremost.
Yep. So these are not currently upgrades. This is something the shotguns all have inherently. They are not going to get jump in accuracy, and we thought this could be a fun upgrade for some of those faster paced SMGs. Of course,
This would be really good for me.
When you're jumping off of objects.
Jump penalty upgrades for the HRM. That is not a submachine gun.
Shooting the gun, but you won't get any of that inaccuracy from just being in air. And you
That's not a submachine gun.
It does not.
Why does the HRM need that? SLC Ronin is looking spicier every patch.
Brains, zoom in, boys. These are my people, man. This is a super fun upgrade to kind of play around with, especially on those faster paced characters. Like your Lancers, you know, you just go flying at people off the top rope. We're talking Monday Night Raw style, brother. And you can kind of be a little bit more accurate in those situations and have a little bit more fun with the SMG, where other guns just simply...
All right, I'm done. That was my last buff fixer message, I promise.
This is new as an upgrade. Shotguns in Rogue Company currently all have this. You don't lose accuracy for jumping. We want to experiment with that as an upgrade, not as a baseline change for SMGs, but to just give it to a couple of those SMGs and see how it rocks with it.
You call them smooth brains, and I thought that was going a different direction. Then you joined the group yourself.
Us smooth brains got to be aerodynamic.
I just looked over at chat. Still not streaming, by the way.
You're on your throne. You're on the old brain throne there, and maybe some more will join you on your throne with the jump in accuracy penalty upgrades being added to the SMGs. Don't have a video for this one, but a damage change or damage upgrade being changed here for the Striker.
Damage upgrade for this thing?
It's just a small body shot damage upgrade. This is also something that
I feel like we don't need to keep buffing shotguns. I don't know. I feel like we don't.
Some of the snipers and the
I feel like we just... One thing we don't need to do is continually buff shotguns.
You can aim and shoot.
It's just something we do. More viewers? How many viewers are here? Ooh, 1,800. Damn.
To be up close, to be personal with. Just Lancer's got it right now. And it's something that, you know, we want to play around with some of these upgrades on some of our lesser used guns. She is overwhelmingly just using that SMG. Let's play around with a little body damage upgrade on this gun, and see if people like it a little bit more. See if it gets played in those situations that we're trying.
I just feel like we don't need to buff shotguns.
Lancers in your games between the Striker and then the SMG changes coming through here with this big update. Now the tier, I know, is a big topic of conversation. Yeah. And that weapon is now receiving a rework here in Season 3.
Oh, fuck.
The quick and dirty of this change is it's back to what it used to be. This used to be that...
I got timed out!
Two in the clip. We changed it to the one shot. Didn't really like where that ended up.
No way.
I think this it's a much more unique identity, I think, as this two-shot sniper. You can, you know, still crack those headshots, land those kills with a single bullet, or you can go for the more reliable double body shot, and that's all going to be good as well, right? So that's what Fixer is going to be kind of being moved back towards this tier. It's just I know I missed it.
There's no way they buff Fixer and Lancer again.
The level, I'm going to run through the upgrades real quick. Level 1 increases the scope speed and the movement speed while aiming. Level 2 significantly increases your reload speed and your fire rate, which is real good now. That you have, of course, those 2 bullets in the magazine. And then 3, you'll recognize this probably from the LR.
Oh no!
Damage fall off. Oh no! Earlier. So again, TLDR here, it's moving away from the one shot back.
They did it again. They buffed Fixer and Lancer again.
We're a little bit better about it. This sniper,
no, man.
body somebody.
Oh my lord, dude.
Reliably land those body shot kills.
There's no way they buffed Fixer and Lancer again.
We're gonna be kind of moving that back.
Oh man.
That direction. But that's not all we've got lined up for Mr. Fixer.
Now, Mr. Fixer, as a rogue, will also be receiving a bit of an update here in Season 3. His thermal vision duration is going to be halved from 12 seconds to 6
No,
seconds.
man.
Yeah, super strong ability. Fixer does very well at higher levels of play. We're working on ways to...
Wasn't his vision already at 8 seconds? So they nerfed from 8 to 6. It wasn't 12, it was 8. What? They don't even know what their own gameplay is. I might be wrong, but I just don't think so.
See where his thermal blasts are as he's moving around in the smoke. He still has the advantage there, but you at least have something that you can rock with. And cutting this thermal duration down, it just, you know, removes some of that time where he can sort of run around and be effective in that cluster smoke, which is such a powerful piece of utility. Lines up a little bit better with like the base duration of our smokes.
They buffed Fixer and Lancer again.
Maybe not the end of the world.
There's no way.
Right, but it's something you just...
There's no way they buffed Fixer and Lancer again.
He's doing very well for himself out there, so we got to do all we can, make sure he stays in a positive state. That combined with, I think the rework, personally, the rework tier with the 2 bullets again is much stronger for my money. So I think it's kind of a give and take, right? It's a little bit of that duration gone, but I can't believe this.
Gun
on Fixer is going to be a lot stronger with that 2 bullet change back to it.
They're tweaking up Fixer to get him into a good spot here, and I'm sure will reflect well in game. One other rogue receiving a bit of a change here in the Season 3 update. Not a massive change, but our boy Dallas here is going to get his primary weapon changed from the HRM on over to the Riptide.
Yeah, so the Harm 30K, like we said, Dallas is he's that gunslinger.
Dallas's primary weapon was changed to the Riptide.
He has 2 very niche weapons, especially the Devotion is probably the hardest weapon to use one of the hardest weapons to use in the game. At least for me, the Harm 30K is a solid assault rifle, but
Chat, I'm not streaming. Still not streaming, by the way. In case you weren't aware, I'm not streaming. I'm still not streaming.
Hitting headshots with it.
Yeah.
He's a starter rogue. He's free to play to everyone. He's one of the 5 that you get when you in the game, and so it's not great for him to have 2 really hard.
I don't know what's going on.
The Riptide is kind of the perfect.
I don't know what's going on.
In between, it is still a headshot gun.
This does kind of make sense.
Headshots with this gun, but it is much more.
I think the gun needs its fire rate tuned down a little bit more. I think that'll become more obvious now that the gun is on 2 rogues instead of just Kestrel.
And not give him like 2
seconds
to use in the game.
Might see some more Dallas then in your games. Those are that's the big changes in the update department here for Season 3. In the game modes department, though, you got one more. All right, you got one more.
Game modes.
Go ahead.
We are going to be adjusting flashbangs as well. I forgot to mention this earlier when we were talking about the incendiary grenade. The flashbangs will be seeing a reduction in their radius of effectiveness, both the base and the upgraded version, by 1.5 meters. So
okay, I'm okay with that.
Upgrade it, it's 1 meter.
Flashes are kind of annoying, and that they can kind of flash like the entire map.
Duration of
That's good.
Successful flash will be 0.5 second less. So when you actually get hit by a flashbang, you will be flashed for 0.5 second less.
Yep. Incendiary grenades and flashbangs then receiving a little bit of a change here in Season 3. Now moving on to some of the game modes. We've got King of the Hill receiving a change in the cash department as well in the favela map.
$500 global cash drops?
$500 global cash drops getting added in.
What is that? Every time you
cash drops are something that
kill somebody?
It's a success with Team Deathmatch. That was the first mode that sort of got these things. These go great hand in hand with the buy when dead feature, right? It really kind of helps smooth out your income, so you can, more smoothly buy things while you're dying. It helps promote movement, kind of around the map as well. And big thing for King of the Hill, especially, when you're the guy that's sitting in the hill, just capturing away, you're not getting all of these kills. You're not moving around the map as aggressively.
I mean, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. It's I have felt that even though. And I know somebody's gonna comment down below. Cloh's ego is so big, but I get a lot of kills in King of the Hill, and I still feel like I don't have a lot of money. So for people that don't get a lot of kills in King of the Hill, can you even buy anything? Like, I feel like this is a good change to give global money for your whole team and more of it.
I want him to be rewarded for doing his part playing the hill. This is not the end of the road to say on that front. We are exploring ways to reward straight.
But Fixer has 2 bullets now, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Intervals of time. We're still working out how much, how often, all that good stuff. But this is a solution that we feel good about for right now in King of the Hill.
It's the age-old adage, the old PTFO, right? You gotta do it. King of the Hill is maybe the oldest. Still in King of the Hill though, Favelas is getting its soccer field point increased in size, and then on Silo the point is getting changed.
Increase in size and solo point moved.
That's a
solo point. What is a solo point?
When you have those wide open areas, it's important to give lots of angles and places for players to kind of nestle in and make sure that they're safely able to capture hills.
I don't know where it was. If they show us, it'd be great, but I just don't think they're gonna do that.
Dangerous. The silo point moving, that's a community request, so we're happy to kind of move that for you. It's not far, right? It's, you know, all the players may not know those call outs, but this is going to be moved.
Let's just do another try.
You know where it came from or not, it's where one of the bomb sites is in demolition. So it's really just a small kind of shuffle, probably, I don't know, maybe 15-20 meters or so away from where that silo point currently is. Which is great. You know, these maps were built a long time ago, favelas for demolition, right? So that's a very well built out area.
Why does everyone 8v8 now, bro? You're not even gonna be able to move. You're just gonna get spawn killed.
This is gonna be a well structured area.
The fuck? I cursed.
Ways to fight, angles to play with, and it sort of breaks down in a healthy manner.
And remember, that's a pretty big indicator. Earlier on, I mentioned how yourself, Scott Gandhi, the whole dev team listening to the community feedback on Twitter, those sorts of things. So remember to stay active.
The community feedback wanted 2-tap fixer.
Listen to some
Are we sure?
Could affect the game. Another game mode that's getting changed up, Demolition here in this one. And this is maybe a bit of a pacing change. Number of rounds are getting changed downwards. 15 rounds was normal. Now down to 11. And then you're starting going up from 5,000 to 13,000.
Yeah, so the round count, obviously, this is going to provide just a little bit more of a faster pace experience. The games are going to be shorter overall. The cash change, this is more in line sort of with your strikeouts and with your, you know, King of the Hills and things like that, where that 13,000 buys you a gun and a gadget if you want to go that route. Obviously, you have freedom to kind of go whatever way you want to go. You can buy a life train and just run around with your pistol if you wanted to. But it gives you that opportunity with the gadget and the gun to just feel like, okay, this is my full kit. I have my weapon, I have my gadget, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I feel very whole.
Why?
So you're gonna have a shorter overall, but you're gonna be at that sort of whole feeling. Your kit's gonna feel very fleshed out from the get-go in Demolition, and you know, just keep letting us know. Keep giving us that feedback. You guys like this? More money, less money, more rounds, what kind of stuff are you looking for from Demolition? We're feeling good about this, kind of speeding up the pace of the game.
I like it, yeah.
Feels a little bit more in line with the pace of our other game modes as well, but still, of course, with that one life Demolition spin on it.
And Demolition,
I don't know.
Ranked variety also receiving a bit of a change here. Breach is getting on into the map rotation here in this update.
Breach adding is fine, but why do we have to go to 11 rounds?
This is the newest map in the rotation, obviously. It's been in the public queues for a while. Everything seems good. We're happy with the way it's going, and time to slot it into ranked.
And then the kind of first stage of that, I suppose, for the newest maps is in the custom game modes, and that's where you're going to find Palace. So the map that we showed you earlier on, you're going to
it's only in custom games?
a little bit and get in there and run around.
Why? Why don't just throw it in a 6v6 King of the Hill and team deathmatch and demo, not ranked? Just put it in all the casual games. It's like, why? Like I just don't understand. I really don't.
Stuff in the background that you may or may not notice while you're fighting people actively. So take some time, do a lap in a custom game, and just appreciate the new map and all of its great.
Yeah, it's great. We can't play it.
Perfect way to jump on into Palace. I know, I absolutely will. But Pretty Hair, with a new season comes with a new battle pass, and we've got a new one joining us in game here in season 3. 50 rewards that you can earn simply by playing the game, so it's not all that hard. Some instant rewards at the beginning.
Oh, the battle pass
skin, by the way, Mastermind Vi. And
it's a pretty cool Vi skin.
Rewards that you can build up here through this battle pass, and I cannot wait to get into game and start working on it.
Yeah, it's huge, man. Lots of good stuff in here.
I don't know why they don't put the design over the entire gun wrap. They only put it over like certain parts of the gun. I think it's so dumb. I wish it like that design, that like animated one on that one looked like really cool. But it's only on like half the skin, so like who cares?
And we've elevated the wing.
This is cool.
Even further. Hoverboards, baby.
Hoverboards.
These things are sweet. These have completely new animations to fly in on. You hit this like sick little kickflip when you hit the ground and you get off of it. Everybody else dodge rolls, gets all dusty with their silly little wingsuits, and you just swag flip on them and you hit the ground running, baby.
Yeah, Back to the Future is now, I guess, as long as you're in game, you're in Rogue Company, and you're playing it. And then some great themes coming out here through the banners, skins, things like that getting added in. Tier number 6, I'm pretty excited about the
We're gonna go through each single one like this. It's gonna take so long.
on those guns there.
Come on, let's go.
I think it's pretty awesome. There's something simplistic about that one that I really enjoy. Plenty of borders.
Do not forget, they buffed Fixer and Lancer this patch.
Really, you get so much value, I think, out of these.
They buffed Fixer and Lancer.
Anyway,
again.
Just as you're going through, you're getting stuff like this. I mean, look at this wingsuit, man. I don't know. It just seems so free to me in the right way. That as you play the game, you're getting some awesome cosmetics like this. I know the Rogue Company cosmetics team, the art team, they're absolutely not.
Rogue Company's art team is really good. Probably the best part of Rogue Company.
Yeah, everything here.
The skin's pretty cool. It's just a recolor, but it's pretty cool.
Palace styling. They're very Japanese, very cool, very clean. Love this. The
jacket.
The cherry blossom hood, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
This is Bane if he jumped on into Palace, I guess. I love the vibe. I love the look.
When's the last time there's been a Castro skin?
Here on this one, so you want to grab at least level 15 on the Battle Pass more because there's plenty more cool stuff coming on up into this one. Citrus Blast, primary weapon wrap, getting added on in to this one at level 17.
Nobody cares about the banners. Nobody cares about banners or avatars. I don't think anybody does.
It's very simple.
Or borders, especially not borders.
Sniper ones, I think.
I don't even know what's on my border banner or emblem or emote, whatever the fuck.
What's getting added on into the cosmetic shop earlier on in the show.
It looks like me playing with fire in 7th grade with my Axe spray deodorant.
I think really sneaky cool. Just lighting the fire and burning your opponents on down.
Don't try that at home, kids.
Already did.
That's very switchblade, of course, playing with fire.
Yep.
And very dangerous there. Very cool. Love all these emotes. Love that stuff.
Playing with fire is a lot of fun. I recommend it as long as you don't burn anything down.
There you go.
I think 15.
It's really fun.
That's where you jump to if you buy like the elite pack or whatever it's called for the battle pass and jump those 15 tiers. That's where you're going to be starting, right? So you get a lot of cool stuff right off the rip if you're jumping the tier.
A quick plug to try and get us to pay another $15 to the Rogue Company.
In there, and then some more epic emotes rolling on through. Gunfire geometry. I was never very good at geometry, so I'm glad that this emote can get it done. Oh, that is sick.
That's sick. I love that.
That is sick. That is awesome. That one caught me off guard in all the right ways. I love that emote. SFX and VFX on that one as well. And look, we've got all this content. We're only on page 6. We got another third of the way to go here on the Battle Pass. You're going to need to jump in the game and make sure you get all through. Immortal, a great title. And I love the salty sprinkles there on that one. Some sweet borders as well. I'm excited about this skin.
That's Saint? I thought it was Trench.
Saint. There's something about the like the streetwear style
it's okay.
vibe.
It's nothing crazy.
These skins have,
It's okay.
I think.
This is great. Keep going.
Well, I definitely couldn't pull anything like that off, so I'm glad that at least when I load into Rogue Company, the character I play, I can kind of connect there on that vibe.
I love that color scheme. What type of video game would we be if we didn't have sharks with freaking lasers on their head, man?
That's a banner. That's an animated banner there. I love it. And
does anybody care?
You as
raise your hand right now if you care about banners. Or emblems.
Was that your
or borders.
On the banner there? I can see that coming.
Nobody's raising their hand.
Of Nick Pretty Hair,
no.
Shiloh's sleeping.
I can't take credit for that whatsoever. I mean, that's freaking callback to me. Like that's Austin Powers right there, man.
Right, no, that is Austin Powers. And then some more.
See, why can't they do this with every skin? You see how that skin? It was it covered like
you thought
the whole thing.
Emotes were pretty cool. This one is incredible. The power up at the end, and I'm glad that at the end there's this big explosion of energy. Because that is just incredible. I love the look of this emote here.
Is everybody saying sheesh in the chat?
It looks like they let you just
get a grip.
Yeah, you just get to idle in that glory for as long as you want. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you gotta time that one properly. Like the end of the round occurs, you explode, and then you just kind of like chill there at the end while the camera's staring at you. I love that emote. That might be one of my favorite ones, to be honest. Here, that's tier 40 here in the season 3 battle pass.
No way they buff Fixer.
Animated coming on up here, and that is the legendary Digital Death avatar. And then another epic wingsuit, but it's not a wingsuit, it's a hoverboard. It's an animated hoverboard.
There's just no way they buff Fixer.
Watching this right now, we're getting to see the hoverboards in the battle pass. But a little bit of a sneak peek, bit of a leak here. The next thing we're going to show you is the fly-in there on that hoverboard. And then I'm also a fan of these types of skins, the kind of simplistic colory changes. They're almost animated while they're not. And I think that's a really good look here on some of these guns. So that's tier 44. Down the stretch here, another animated legendary banner piece awaits. I like that. That's post-battle. You just got through slaying the enemies, and I think you're about to go clean off the sword there. And that one's tier 46. You're going to have to work up to grab that one. Legendary, a great title down the stretch here. And the last couple pretty hair after we see this avatar. Very, very exciting.
What is this color, Dave? I've never seen this.
I've never seen it.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh.
Air horns. Exotic. Exotic. That's the dragon soul.
Where'd you find this?
My goodness.
That is sick.
I've been giving the art team props for good reason all through this show, but my goodness.
That is sick.
Dragon Soul KA30. Gotta grind out to tier 49, and for good reason.
That's pretty sick.
Sick skin.
I mean, what can you say, really, about this? It's the first exotic. It's the deliciously orange color. You know,
that's pretty sick.
About the color scheme here with the human race, very easily entertained by a good color scheme. So getting up to this one, it's got. I've played with this a couple of times in game. It's got its own sound pack as well, so you're gonna get that very just deep kind of roary, dragon roary kind of action going on. Can't wait to show that one off. It's exclusive to the KA30, so this is kind of a thing with these exotic versions of this. This is not a wrap. This is a KA30 exclusive skin. So only with that gun can you play this.
There's Prime sub to the Rogue Company channel.
We are gonna get in game a little bit later on and see the KA30 Dragon Soul in action with audio and visuals on that one. And then the final unlock, another thing.
This is a pretty cool Talon skin. This is great. They buffed Fixer and Lancer, but this is great.
I think there's such a unique kind of blend of styles here, sort of the old guardy samurai vibe, but then you got this big like electric buzz style plate on your left shoulder there on Talon. I think it's such a cool blending of two different art styles, and I think it works great here for Talon.
Cyber samurai, baby. What more can you say? I mean, I was a part, thankfully, you know, lucky enough to be a part of the VFX, like the voice pack recording for that. That guy absolutely killed it. He did a really good job with that VO pack, as well as I was playing around with the skin the other day, and when you use Talon's passive, the mag gloves to pick stuff up at range. That big like electric, you know, those things like
they buff Fixer and Lancer in case anybody in chat forgot.
Like surge of electricity when
they buffed Fixer and Lancer in this patch.
This is a to the 9 skin, man. Like this is everything. Like it's integrated into the character's kit. It has great VO on top of the fact that it just looks flat out amazing.
Again, deserving of that tier 50 in the battle pass. The elevation and what you get, such value at the end of the battle pass there throughout all of the battle pass, but 49 and 50.
There's absolutely Shiloh. They buffed Fixer and Lancer this patch.
So make sure to grab the battle pass, get in game, get.
They did it.
Definitely don't want to miss out on those two. One of the earlier.
I know. That's crazy.
Not only hinted at, but we showed you in that battle pass were the hoverboards. Don't you worry, everyone at home. We're gonna get in game right now. Take a look at how that hoverboard looks.
Second.
The old
shit.
dropping in, right? They do the right drop-in animation, and I think that's awesome. Where you kind of have the front of the skateboard.
Go crazy! Die Hard GG fucking thumbnail.
Animated wrap showing there as well. This is just so awesome.
I hope that probably looked terrible.
Man on, and then of course I'm gonna call it the swag flip off because you know it's a hoverboard. It's unprecedented. These
back to the way we were at before.
It looks great, man. It's awesome. It's a super fun way, just to mix it up, right?
What's up, Shiloh? You don't care? You want Fixer to get nerfed? Me too.
A lot of people will still probably go that route if it matches their skin. I know I'm a big mix and match guy, so
need a skinergy, right?
Yeah, you gotta have that skinergy. But the hoverboards are certainly tight competition for some of those wingsuits.
Yeah, we said you did the dance blocking for the animations. You also did, I bet, the kickflip, things like that on a real life hoverboard that we have in studio. By the way, we have that at the office, an actual hoverboard.
You can actually see that. You know, me and Evan, we took the hoverboards out at Lake Lanier for one of those Paladins videos, man.
Is Lake Lanier haunted?
Authority on the hoverboard.
Yes, Shiloh. Hello.
And for good reason, and it looks great.
Somebody in chat, if you made it all the way here to the end of the video, or probably close to the end of the video, is Lake Lanier haunted? Leave a comment. I go through all my comments. I don't respond to all of them. I try to, but I obviously can't get to all of them. But I do try and read every single one. If you know anything about Lake Lanier, I heard that it's haunted. Is it true? Yes or no? please let me know.
Badass as well. And that'll be how your character looks walking on in. Then in game, this is what you were so excited about, the big old burst right there with the mag gloves.
Yeah.
It's so bright.
And like I said, this skin is.
It's like flashbanging yourself.
Truly a head-to-toe sort of ensemble.
Right.
It works perfectly with the character's kit. Super.
Yeah, somebody in chat said Lake Lanier is haunted.
Amazing. And
Yes.
We're starting to get into that territory where we're getting some really awesome
So
skins.
bright and flat. I'm not using that skin.
This battle pass, but guys, you know, I've got the crystal ball right now. I've seen behind the curtain. There is nothing.
What are you doing, Shiloh?
On its way. These are amazing skins for this. I don't know if this is actually hooked up to his new VO yet, but it's trust me when I say it is awesome. The final product is amazing for this guy, man.
It is. Look,
Lancer just
such a
Lancer got buffed. Fixer got buffed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we needed it.
Their lines in game can really make the skin step up to the next
High five.
level. And I know.
Oh boy, Shiloh. High five.
That talent skin has some great
Oh,
voice
okay.
lines, coming
Done
down
now?
the pipeline there.
You guys looking at me?
Something you were very excited about. It's not a voice line, but it's the sound effects for that KA-30.
Oh, this is probably pretty cool. Everybody quiet.
Exotic weapon skin that we've got in the battle pass. It's tier 49 that you have to get to get that one. And let's jump in game here. I'm gonna let the audio and the video kind of roll on these, and we're gonna get to hear how this gun sounds.
To anybody, I can hear like a very. It makes like the smallest difference. You can like kind of hear it.
Man, don't you?
Are you barking at me? I'm recording a video. Come here.
Yeah, I actually reload too.
Come here, buddy.
Something about that little.
Right up at the top. Oh, that is such an awesome skin. In that more upgraded versions.
Oh, you hit your head, you silly boy.
The talent skin, the hoverboards, the KA-30 skin.
Oh, what happened to my mic? All right, hey, no, you can't bite the mic.
Pass coming out here in season 3. If you're not won over at this point, I don't know. I mean, I was won over by just the hoverboard getting added in. The KA-30 looks incredible. The talent skin looks absolutely amazing there as well. Earlier on in the show, we hinted at and we showed you some fly-throughs of the map Palace. But now we're going to get a chance to kind of actually jump into map, look around a little bit. I noticed that you can kickflip off onto the roof of the building here, which I do love as well. But you know, you're the designer, you're the guy.
Can you stand on these roofs?
These maps, so I'll hand it over to you. You can kind of let me know what we're looking at here. The nuances, maybe.
Can you just jump around the roofs?
Walk us through Palace.
I don't know about this.
As you can see, we're up on the rooftops here. This is the
Lord.
Sort of
Reindeer
unique,
paws.
fun gameplay.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun when some kid like just playing with a DMR just sits on the roof the entire game. That's gonna be awesome, isn't it? All right, Shiloh, get on the bed. Go away.
I think there's only one that's inaccessible once you jump off after landing on it, like right where we're at.
There's gonna be some fucking Talon main with life drain crouching on a roof,
King of the Hill, where
just ruining my experience.
moving around. Oh, I lied. You can't get up there. This was the one I was thinking about. You can get on basically all of these roofs again if you need to. They're green, right? You kind of see this sort of like sea green coloration on these roofs. That is how you know you can access one of the roofs. Now, there's all different types of ways and little hop-ups and things and you can access with the, you saw the zip line there. There's a couple of different hop-ups per roof. Lots of different ways to get up and down, but just so it's a very clear gameplay tell, right?
What are you doing, buddy? I need to let him outside the room.
That seafoam green, right? Those
All right, go get him. Go get him, buddy.
Every time you see that,
go get him.
Know that is a could be.
All right, he's gone.
Somebody could
I didn't mean to close the door fully. He'll be okay then.
On anime takedown off the roof. With those new, those new jump, hip fire, and accuracy penalties gone.
Map seems very small.
Oh man.
Coming off the top
But having that many layers in a third-person game might be interesting. We'll have to see how it goes once we play it, though. Looking at a map doesn't really show how the map will actually play. So we will see how it goes.
And that's so important, isn't it? From
I guess you can stand on the blue roofs.
Quality of life is something I said a little bit today. So important to be able to quickly be able to
We'll see.
find the differences between, all right, there might be danger here, there might not be danger here. Because in a map like this, where there's so many of these beautiful buildings, Love the water features over here on this side of the map. In a map where there's so many buildings all around, if you're able to get on some of them, but not on others, especially for new players learning these maps, it's nice to have that little bit of an edge here as well. But we're going to get some more visuals on I think, the ground floor of the map moving on. As we've already seen some of the fun route jumping, but now we're going to get to see different parts of this map in some of the styles that have been known here for Rogue Company. And I'm just really loving the visuals and the vibe. And you said, hey, maybe the early thing you need to do is jump into a custom game, walk around and experience it. And now I'm glad we can.
I think you should, because that's,
it looks like a really small map.
It's fun to kind of discover.
Pretty exciting.
Playing naturally, and like when you get killed by a guy up on a roof in a new spot that you haven't been to yet, you're like, oh damn, now I want to be that guy on the roof, killing people from the spot. But yeah, I definitely encourage you to hop in a custom game, explore, jump around the roofs, figure out where you can get, where you can't get. All that good stuff. I think we're in a strikeout right now, but where we just came from, that courtyard, I believe, is one of the bomb sites for Demolition. This is the Defender's Beachhead, I believe we are in right now. There's that cool temple that we were sort of looking at in one of the fly-throughs.
You guys collabed with the real city on this, right? I mean, this was something that you guys.
Yeah, I believe the art team was working closely, you know, making sure that a lot of this was aligning with the art and the way that it actually looks.
Not probably. I think it looks really cool.
One of my favorite areas. Of the map.
Again, see how it plays.
This if we can be real quiet, you can hear the chanting inside of the palace.
I get some chills. Goodness.
It's really cool stuff. Like I said, lots of little fun little secret things kind of tucked away in this map, packed with love, man. So just make sure, spend some time in here running around,
I love this
seeing everything that this map has to offer, both visually and from a gameplay standpoint.
Let me set the stage for you. You're in the room, you're in demo, it's the final round, it's a 1v1, and you're just like crouched behind that wall while like the deep chants are rolling out. I'm like, no chance I'm ever keeping my composure in that moment. My hands they're sweaty, and that's such a great thing. I mean, to be able, I think, to provoke that type of emotion is awesome.
Yeah.
On a map like this.
Fixer has 2 shots and a sniper.
Rotate on throughout the map. See some of those cherry blossoms off to the side. You can really see where the art team worked closely in making sure that the art style and the visuals of the map were true to the Japanese style of buildings and culture and things like that. And so I can't wait to jump in here. A little bit of verticality, not only on the roofs, but you got the up-down in this area here. You got a point down low beneath the bridge, and that one, there's some nice cover on either side as well. So, you got people assaulting from above, but a great player will be able to make some of those rock features and things like that down low work.
There is. That bridge it's basically like dead center of the map, so that's one of the more contestable strikeout points. Doesn't really favor one side or the other.
The water wheel.
I talked a little bit. Yeah, lots of fun little zips and stuff to do on this map as well. Rotating through the map is fun to kind of see all that it has to offer.
I'm gonna die because I'm looking around.
Yeah. That's a very.
This is probably one of the best looking maps I've seen.
Right the end of that zip line, and it's
I don't know. I really want to get my hands on it. I'm a little disappointed it's not in public.
King of the Hill
it's only added to custom games. I'm sure we wouldn't have a problem playing custom games on it, but you should be able to queue it up in public match, right? Like what they do with the player test server.
Let us know what your favorite parts are, man.
Where you have
let us know how you feel about the
only that map, but for all modes. I don't know why they don't do that.
We just had a big community win on favelas, kind of scooting one of the hills to a new location. It's the fun part, man. When we get to throw thousands of bodies at that map and learn where it does well, where it doesn't. We want to make it the best that it can be for you guys. So thanks so much.
I am blown away. I'm absolutely blown away by the art, the design decisions, the balance decisions, the battle pass looks amazing.
The balance decisions.
The exotic skin that's getting added into the game, the legendaries, the hoverboards. It's almost like this duration of show. We almost had to speed through some of it, so make sure to keep your eyes open.
All right, I think that's it. All right, so season 3 first look. Interesting. I don't agree with the fixer change. I think some of the other changes are really cool. The arbitrator and the fixer change I hate. And I know that right away, and I don't even need to test it out. I know I will hate it.
A lot of upgrades.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. They're not gonna say anything interesting. All right. Fixer change sucks. The arbitrator and shotgun change sucks. The Deadeye needs a fire rate nerf. All the other stuff, we'll see how it plays out. But in the end of the day, That'll probably be a fun patch. I'm not playing competitive anymore, so fixture's not really a problem for me because apparently nobody knows how to play them. So it'll be fun. I'm excited to see it. There'll probably be a player test server tomorrow, hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. All right, chat. I'm gonna let you all go. Chat. I'm not streaming. I'll see you all tomorrow, maybe. Peace out. Bye, chat. Chat. Goodbye. I'm leaving.